Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today, we are going to stuff $685 into my sinking funds and a little bit of savings challenge here and there. If you are new here, I'd really love if you would take a second and hit subscribe down below. Help me out. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate your help with that. If you're not new here, welcome back. It's so good to see you, and I'm so thankful and grateful you are here today. If you would take a second, everybody, take a second, please smash that thumbs up button. Again, it helps me out. I really appreciate it. So as we start to stuff this is from my paycheck this month. It's a little bit of extra and just trying to really work on taking care of some of those sinking funds that don't get money quite so often. So the first one we're going to start with actually isn't a sinking fund. It is one of my cash envelopes. However, I try to pad my groceries anytime I can because I don't know about you, but my grocery bill has skyrocketed. Oh my goodness. I would love if you would take a second, drop in the chat below how much your groceries have changed and where you live, just to get an idea. I am in Northeast Florida and groceries are outrageous. I go to Winn-Dixie and I come home with like $50 worth of groceries and I feel like I have 3 things in my basket. And then I go to Walmart and I feel like I spend $50 and I have 10 things in my basket. It's just so not right. So I would love to hear about your grocery bill down below. So I am going to actually put an extra $50 into my groceries. I don't actually have a tracking sheet for my groceries. It's just something that I come in, I take what I need, and then I go on from there. So I don't actually track groceries. So I'm going to take this and kind of just set this to the side because I really don't need it anymore, and it really is not part of my sinking funds. All right, let me check that off in there. Up next is anniversary. My husband and I are about to celebrate 25 years of marriage. Yay! So exciting. And in doing so, just trying to save up a little bit of money so that maybe we can do something a little bit special. We are going to add $5. Like I said, don't put too much in here at a time. So that should bring me up to $218 once I grab my 5. But the reality is a little over time adds up. So we should have 218, 100, 200, 210, 215, 216, 217, 218. And this is, so we started this in 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is basically 6 months worth of savings is putting in here. And we've saved $200 for us to be able to go out and do something nice on our anniversary. You'll notice that this envelope, so I have 2 kinds of envelopes. I have handmade envelopes, which are most of my envelopes. I am a cheap girl, and in doing so, I try to be frugal wherever I can. For me, that means not spending money on really fancy, really nice envelopes just yet. Maybe soon, but I have to make sure I have the money saved up for it. It cost me about $5 to make all of my little cards. And then these are printables that I got off of the Budget Mom for free. Some of them have labels, some of them don't. Just something else, but it cost me ink. So I did kind of pay for these, but just in a different way because I craft and do other things at home, so I don't mind spending money on ink, but that's just the difference between my 2 envelopes. Really cheap, free, but cost me ink. And I still, like I said, haven't actually given in and bought any real envelopes just yet. Might, but I don't know. All right, so let me check off anniversary. Up next, back to school. It actually isn't a back to school, but that's what the label is. It's in general for all school. So we have one left in the house who is 14. I try to keep money in here so that we can pay for lunch money. If he comes up with something he wants for school, we can pay for it. He is part of the ROTC at school. So when his uniform needs dry cleaning, it all comes out of the back to school. So it's really a false label. It's not back to school, it's school. So there should be 101 in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 101. And I know that I need to come in and take $12 cash out for, we got his uniform done the other day. So that's my back to school. Up next, oh, I need to check that one off. Up next is car maintenance. If I know that I'm gonna have to spend money on it, I try to have a sinking fund for it. Most of this is about to be wiped out. I just recently went and got my oil changed at the dealership. And because of that, I know that most of this is going to disappear. So there should be, oh, how funny, $111 in here. We're going to add a $10 bill, but most of this will disappear as soon as I pull out to take care of covering what I know I've already spent. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 90, 100, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 111. Good, good, good. And that'll take care of my oil change and leave a little bit left inside of there. All right, so that's my car maintenance. Up next, dentist. So third kind of envelope. This is the really cheap Rosa. This was the cheap Rosa. This is a little bit cheaper. But I'm paying for ink, and this is the really, really cheap Rosa coming along. So my husband needed some dental surgery recently. Because of that, I needed to just all of a sudden start saving for his surgery. Didn't feel like making another envelope, didn't feel like repurposing an envelope, so really I just took a bank envelope. We are going to put another $10 in here, which will give me $5.15. So I said 10. And just really trying to make sure that it was a bill I knew was coming and just trying to save up for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 510, 515, all matches, yay! And to help bring down that dental cost. All right, but this is the really cheap Rosa. Let's check off my dentist. Up next is Christmas. So I have some savings challenges going on. I try to stash up some money for some different savings challenges, and then when I get a good chunk in here, then I stuff all my savings challenges. So this $1 challenge is my Christmas challenge. I'm going to stick a $100 bill in it. There was already a couple of ones in there, so let's mark off that. All right. And this one I'm also just going to set to the side because I know I'm going to be back to it in a couple of minutes. Clothing. Again, if you know you're going to have to spend money on it, I truly believe that you need to set money aside. I was fortunate enough, I just recently bought some new clothes, so again, gonna have to take some money out of here. Today, we're gonna add another $5, but we have a teenager in the house. 68 plus 5 should be 73, which means I know that we're gonna have to buy clothes from time to time. So just trying to save up, not just for me or my husband, but also to help make sure my child has clothes too. So 73, 2, 4, 6, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73. All right, let's go mark this off. Up next, debt pay down. So I don't know where you are in your life. Where I am in mine is on a debt-free journey. It is to become debt-free within the next 5 years. And actually we're now down to 4.5 years of that. And doing so, it's just intentionally paying down my debt. If I continue on the path I am, we should have the RV, my student loan, and my car completely paid off. That is the goal. Right now we are focused specifically on the RV. So we're gonna add another 200, which should give me 446 extra on my next payment for the RV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 45, 46. So really trying to intentionally stuff a lot of money in here to help me become debt-free. Trying to really follow Dave Ramsey's baby steps is what we're doing. Emergency. So I have an emergency fund, and this is kind of where I veer off of the Dave Ramsey plan. I do have a $1,000 emergency fund already set, funded, ready to go in case something happens. And then he says you're supposed to then take all of your extra money and put it into paying down your debt. And I need a little bit more security than the $1,000. Oh, if you're like me, put something down in the comments. But I'm just the anxiety of maybe needing more than that 1,000, especially with inflation the way it is. I keep setting money aside to my emergency. And this week I am in total going to put $40, but 20 of it's going to come in here, which will give me 88 in here. So 20, 40. I also have a savings challenge for emergency funds in which I'm trying to save an extra $4,000. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88. So this emergency fund is spendable right now, whereas my savings challenge is not. It never seems to fail. This will get up to like 100, 200, maybe 300, and something will come up that I don't have an envelope for. Imagine that, I don't have an envelope for something. And I will have to use this, but that's okay. That's what it's here for. And then my savings challenge, I'm doing a nickel savings challenge for that. I'm gonna drop another 20 in there, cover that back up, and check off my emergency. All right, my daughter. If you've been around for a while, you know that my daughter, he finally popped the question. She is now engaged, yay! And I have a savings challenge for her. I am doing the 100 envelopes, but I am putting $50 bills into each of the 100 envelopes. So I'm trying to save in increments of 50 or waiting until I get a 50, like 10, 20, I've got 20 in here. So I'll be able to stuff 2 more of her little savings challenges. I will do another video probably pretty soon about my savings challenges as I take the money out of here and put them in there. Oh, by the way, I do reuse my envelopes, so I get double the duty out of them. And then this is another Budget Mom. I was saving up to pay down on or pay for a wedding dress. We did that, yay! And I did it all out of savings challenge envelope money, which was so stinking exciting. Cash paid for, done. All right, birthdays. Does birthdays get any money? It does, just a little bit. In our house, everybody gets $100 for their birthday. Doesn't sound like a lot, but really it is, hold on, 258. But really that's what you get, unless of course you're the youngest in the house who's still living at home. Everybody else is not in home with us, and there are 6 of us, me, my husband, and then we have 4 children. So I need $600 throughout the year, so I budget for it. Basically $25 every one of my husband's checks comes into here, and then I kind of fluff in a little bit, 5 here, a little bit 5 there, maybe 10 here, so that we can have a little bit of buffer. So like maybe we buy a birthday card for one of them, or maybe for the youngest who's still living at home, maybe we spend a little bit more than the 100. I know that I've got most of what I need inside of here. So there should be 258, 1, 2, 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58. And we have birthdays in March, April. She turns 25 next week. March, April, May, and June. So we have 4 birthdays right back to back. That's $400 I don't want to have to come up with. And that I do that by using this. And it is absolutely wonderful. So we were able to pay for our March birthday last month. Cash, done, paid for. I didn't have to wonder where it was coming from. All right. Family time is going to get $5. This is for just random stuff that we go out if we want to do stuff as a family. One of my favorite things to do, family time, that we pull money from here, is we go to the blueberry farm when it opens. So looking forward to that. Can't wait for that to open up so we can go pick some blueberries as a family. 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Yay, matches. All right. Up next is a fireproof safe. Now, I really would love one of those huge stand-up safes. We have a little one right now, but it's not. Ever since my husband and I got married, he's always talked about having a huge stand-up one with the big wheel and all of that good stuff. So the goal right now is to save for one of those. This is very slow going. We save for a little while on it, and then I stop, and then I'll start adding more back to it. So this one is very slow going. There is not a lot of money in here, considering I've been trying to save on this for probably close to 2 years now. There should be, oh, I forgot to add 118. All right, 105, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Very nice. Furniture. So again, I'm cheap. I can call it frugal, but the reality is I'm cheap. And because of that, our furniture is close to 20 years old in our house. We really need to replace furniture, but I don't want to go into debt for it. So because of that, we just haven't gotten any new furniture lately. So I'm trying really hard to save up for some. I'd really like to get $1,000 in here and then see what we need to pull out of. We have a savings account, and see what we need to pull out of there. So with today's 5, there should be 216 in here. 100, 200, 205, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214, 215, 216. But yeah, we are in desperate need of furniture. Check that one off. Garden. Love to absolutely garden. I have recently gone and purchased a whole bunch of stuff for the garden, so I know this is going to go down, but I knew I had it. I did not overspend for one of the first times. $94 is what should be in here when I get done adding all of it together. But just trying to make sure that when I spend the money, I know what's in here before I go to the store and spend it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94 matches. I need a new tracking card. I need to make sure I print those or just find one later. All right, up next are gifts. These are for other things, other people, not our immediate birthdays. So when I get my mom something or his dad something, or the fiance a birthday, when somebody gets a birthday, it comes out of here. Or maybe we are doing something for the grands that's a gift and it'll come out of here as well, which this should give me $30. 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Right. Oh, there's a lots of stuff and lots of little things. So gifts is done. House repair is going to get $10. Now I broke this up a little differently because we are going to put some into here. We're going to put $5 into here. This is for immediate home repair. So like I'm working on changing out some of the light switches in the house. And then we have a savings challenge for, let me count this out first, for a larger, we'd like to get new French doors on the front of the house. 2, 4, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. That matches. Oh, I think I forgot to change out some of my 10s and 5s. Oh, I think I'm going to be in trouble in a minute or two. All right. Holiday, alphabet. Where are you at? There you are. Home improvement is going to get a $5 bill. All right. And then put that back to the side. All right. That's house repair got its 10. Car. Like I said, our youngest is still at home. He is 14. He'll be 15 this year and 16 next year. The goal is to be able to pay cash for a car. I don't know, again, inflation, I don't know where you are, but car prices are going up. So just trying to slowly save a little bit of money here. Oh, I said $10, didn't I? I did. Oh, yay. Just trying to save a little bit here and a little bit there. We need to completely rewrite this. So there should be $387 so that when it is time for him to get a new car, we've got that funds. All right, so $387. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 6, or I can't count. 10, 1, 2, 3, 320, 340, 360, 370, 380, 381, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. All right, but just trying to save every little penny up. We would one day like to have some land, buy some property in Tennessee, and doing so, just trying to save a little here and a little there. We're going to put in $5 in here today, which will give me $119. Oh, we're going to swap a 5 out. Okay. I know I'm going to run out of 5s in a couple of minutes, and that's not a good thing. All right, 119, 100, 110, 115, 16, 17, 18, 119. Oh, thank you for having the 5s in just the right space. All right, land. Medical. Oh, so this is one of those envelopes that kind of comes and goes. We're not going to put any into lottery today because I'm really trying to avoid doing that. Medical. This is probably one of my absolute favorite envelopes. It has saved me. I cannot begin to tell you how many times. Never seems to fail that in my house, whenever we need medicine, we need the really good stuff. The cheap stuff doesn't work. So it's nice to have this envelope and just being able to know that I have cash when it's time for it, which is why it's getting a good chunk, $50. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, that matches. Again, this is probably one of my all-time favorite envelopes. Oh, I'd love to hear what one of your favorite envelopes is. Whatever you have, I would love to hear down below in the chat. What is one of your favorite envelopes? All right, miscellaneous is going to get an extra $5. This is for odds and ends, things that if I don't think of, I try to pull out of here. I said 5, which is going to give me $49. Let me mark that off over here. 5. All right. So 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Again, I have tons and tons of envelopes, but it never seems to feel there's something I don't think about, and then I can pull it from here. Or like maybe I spend too much on the garden, I can go pull it from miscellaneous. Or I spend too much in an area, I can go pull it from miscellaneous without having to come for my emergency. New vehicle, though I have a newer car, this is specifically for my husband. He would love a newer model truck. I would also really like a newer model truck to haul the RV around. So because of that, I am working on saving up a little bit of money when his truck just finally gives in. So we are up to 257, 1, 2, 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. All right, up next are office supplies. Now, I'm going to be real. I stopped funding office supplies for a long time, and then I'm an office supply junkie. I have plenty of pens and pencils around my house and markers and highlighters and paper and ink and all that stuff, but I stopped funding it. And then all of a sudden I needed to get pencils for something, and it was just like, oh, there's no money. So I've started again to refill this envelope just a little bit. Honestly, it's probably going to get to about 50 and then just hang out there unless I spend money out of it. So today we're going to add a decent chunk. We're going to add $30 to it, which should give me a total of 36, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Wait a minute. It helps if you put money in the right order, and that's why you count. 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Sometimes I just don't pay attention to numbers. I know. Shame, 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 shame. All right, so let's mark that off my list. Up next is, I don't have anything for pay it forward. I do not have anything for savings. That I just transfer over from my account into our savings account. We're not putting any in tags. Vacation is where the next 5 is going. This is specifically, we pull an RV behind our truck, which is already a gas guzzler, only gets roughly 13 to 17 miles a gallon. And then we put the RV behind it. It's like 9 miles to the gallon. So this is just trying to buffer my gas fund. So when we do go out on vacation, we have gas money. And we are adding $5 to it today, which gives me $261. Oh, let me mark that off in my book. 5. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. That matches. Right. And then my last $5 bill actually, so I also have one for video equipment, one for 1 month ahead. They're not getting any money. I also have a just general savings challenge where I try to do a holiday, whatever the next holiday is that's coming up. So we are going to put $5 in it, and this is specifically for Easter money, which shame on me, haven't gotten any of my Easter stuff yet. I really need to stop and go take care of that. But that 5 will go into my Easter later. And that's everything. Just thank you so much for joining me today on Managing My Money with Rosa. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.